I received a letter from the university and they accepted me. I immediately signed up for a dorm where I could live with some of my classmates. I truly can't wait to go to uni. I told my parents and they were furious. They told me I had absolutely no right to apply for a university without them knowing it. My mom tried to talk it out of my head, but I think everyone knew that wasn't going to happen. My dad screamed at me. He told me I wasn't welcome in his house anymore. I didn't really mind. I expected to get a dorm where I could stay soon, so I just had to find something for the next few days. I spent the day at the park, again. I never expected to hang out in a park this often. After like an hour or so, I saw my brother coming. He didn't look angry, so I waited for him. I lived a few months with him again, and we got on pretty good terms. He's the only one who wants me to fulfill my dreams and live the life I want to live. And I'm really grateful for that. He told me he had a girlfriend. I thought it was pretty random to tell me that at this moment. And he continued telling me our parents didn't know and he didn't want them to know, which I understand. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't allow him to have a girlfriend. I asked a few questions about her, and we were actually having a great time, until he realized why he told me about her. He told me I could live with her until I found a place to stay. I was so happy and grateful. We immediately went to her house, so I could meet her. I was pretty nervous. I didn't have a lot of friends in the past, and I wasn't sure if she would like me, but it was only for a few weeks anyways. Her name was Aubrey, and she was so pretty. She had long blonde hair and beautiful blue eyes. I could totally see why my brother fell for her, and she was so nice, even in the first minute. We were talking in her living room. She actually had a pretty nice space for herself. It wasn't too small, but it also wasn't huge. She then told me she had a spare room where her friends slept when they came over, but now it was for me, just for the time being of course. She didn't even want anything in return, but I promised her that when she needs anything, she can always ask me. I lived with Aubrey for about 3 weeks, before I moved into my dorm, and I had such a great time. Aubrey was lovely, and I'm really happy my brother has her. Moving into my dorm was weird. The people living there seemed nice, but it was really different than living with Aubrey, and I thought it would feel the same, but it didn't. I quickly made friends, and a huge benefit of living with multiple people is that they always bring food, so I don't have to buy or even make anything myself. I worked hard so I could finish this study as soon as possible, even though it will take at least 2 years, but it was truly worth it, of course. I had a lot of fun. Even though I followed as many classes as I could, I still had some spare time to spend partying and hang out with my friends, and sometimes even with my brother. I even joined a university club. I never thought university could be this much fun. I finished my first year of university, and I can say that I learned a lot, but most important, I had so much fun. My parents always made university sound stupid and boring, but they were so wrong. It could also be because they wanted to talk the idea of going to university out of my head. I could spend the summer break wherever I wanted. I could stay in my dorm, because I already paid for both years, but Aubrey invited me to stay with her, so I stayed at her place for about 2 weeks and went back to my dorm after that. I was preparing for the second year of uni, and I'm so glad I had so much fun this summer break. A few new people lived with me, and they were nice, but I didn't spend a lot of time with them to become friends. And I mean, that's fine, I had my friends from last year. There still was this one girl I already met last year. Aviana is her name. And she is just... I don't know how to say it. She is amazing, truly breathtaking. I don't think she feels the same way about me, but I absolutely loved being her friend. The second year of uni started, and it was pretty easy. I already had a lot of knowledge from last year, and I enjoyed learning the rest. I already had a few small roles in TV shows, which I truly enjoyed. The year went by pretty fast, and Aviana and I became much closer throughout the year. We spent almost all our spare time together, just partying and chilling in our dorm room. I thought we were only friends, really good friends, but I was wrong apparently. We were just chilling in our dorm room when she kissed me. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it. I had feelings for her, but I didn't think she felt the same for me. But she does. She just started talking about something else, and not long after that, we went to bed. We both had to wake up early the next morning. Our graduation came closer and closer. Alfiana and I were already sure about graduating this year because our grades were good enough. I was excited about the graduation party, but she told me she wasn't going. I was doubting about going to my graduation party, so I decided to give my parents a visit to invite them, but they weren't really happy to see me. I didn't show my face in 2 years. I had a few phone calls with them, but that was all. I wasn't surprised when it told me they didn't want to come to my graduation party, so I decided not to go. Just like Afiana. We went out that evening, and we had the time of our life partying. They would send us our diploma by mail, and that was fine for us. And that was the moment Afiana asked me to be her girlfriend. I never thought she would ever ask me. I was so happy. We both had some jobs during college, me as a small actress and Afiana as a makeup artist. Her parents also saved some money for her for when she wanted to live on her own. Her parents, well, they weren't rich, but they definitely weren't poor either. So they lent us some money so we could buy our first house together and start our life as we wanted. It was a tiny house, but it was perfect for now. I truly can't believe this is already 4 years ago. I became pretty successful, and so did Aviana. She is now not only my wife, but also a makeup artist. And not just any makeup artist, she's my makeup artist. And we have the most fun during work together. We now live a happy life in our dream house with our adopted daughter Asteria. And that's where I am now. I hope I made Rosalind proud, because everything I accomplished is because of her. Thank you so much for watching. This was the last episode of this storyline. Please check the other episodes in the series if you haven't yet. I hope you all liked it. I put all 3 episodes in a playlist, you can find the link in the description below. I will think about a new story, but I won't be uploading it next Wednesday because I first want to have a full story in my head. And as always, I will upload a new speed build this Sunday, so make sure to check it out. Bye!